Oh, look how beautiful this thing is. I guarantee you I've got the nastiest looking time lapse on the market. I did have to take a bank loan out to get this though. That was crazy. $40. I hear a lot of you broke people complaining about that, but I think it's justified. This is the first ever 12-speed by Axiom. It's the first in the Simon line. It is a prototype, so there's limited amount. Makes sense to me. But when they come out with the stock run, if those are $40, I'll jump on the bandwagon of complaining. But until then, just admire this beauty. This is the same flight rating as the Destroyer, so of course, I brought one. These two discs look pretty similar, both with the dome. However, I think that the time-lapse has more of a point compared to the Destroyer. And as far as underneath the rim, pretty similar, but again, I think this time-lapse has more of a little concave edge on it. We'll throw them around, see how they look. I also brought out the Octane, which is their 13-speed, and it too looks pretty familiar to the time-lapse. I think even more so than the Destroyer, but that's what we're here to find out. 9 holes comparing these discs. Let's jump right into it. So Simon did say that these time-lapses are about to be that 12-speed bomber everybody wants. However, that the prototype's a little bit more overstable, which is scary because if Simon's saying that, I can only imagine what this is about to look like. Here we go, first throw with the time lapse. Woo, it's overstable. Big skip. Alrighty, gonna follow that up with the 2022 Calvin Heimberg Jonesboro Open Destroyer. I can already tell in the hand that time lapse, you can really feel that rim. It's more pointy than this. It's a little lower. It's pretty similar. I wonder if they're going to be right on top of each other. Destroyer went about 20 feet farther. It's definitely overstable. Little chip shot with the forehand. Ooh, I really got to make sure I don't hit any trees with this time lapse. That way I can put it on eBay new and sell it for hundreds of dollars. Now it's time for some forehands. This hole's only 300 feet. The next one's like 350, so we'll get those farther ones here in a second. Time to see the stability. Ooh, she's stable. Ooh. I think I nicked a rock. Now I have to list that as a 9.5. We'll go ahead and throw the Octane into the mix. See how this one does on a forehand. A little bit more turn. Ooh. Definitely not the same as stability. They do look pretty similar though. Comparisons are within 20 feet of each other. That's some consistency. Just outside C1 though, probably 35. Simon line, baby. Dude, another perfect comparison. The C-Line DD3. The DD3 does have the same flight numbers as the time-lapse, and they too also look pretty identical. I think the DD3 has a little bit more of a dome to it. On to hole 3, 350 feet uphill. Might have to put a little flex on this. Holy cow, that thing is overstable. Skip up the hill. Sheesh. Follow that up with the C-Line. I mean, same spot. Literally, I think they're hanging out with each other. Fortunately, I didn't get it high enough. I think if I had it a little bit higher, I would have been able to crest the hill. We do have a circle's edge putt again, this time with an out of nowhere tailwind. Huh. Back to the backhands we go. This time 380 feet, still uphill a little bit. Full rip with this time lapse, and we'll compare it to the DD3 as well. Oh, it's not gonna make it. That's too overstable. Oh, it's a putt. That's probably in the circle. Here we go with the C-Line DD3 again. Oh, I meant Calvin Destroyer. You know, we're just gonna skip the comparison on this one. So if I want any real distance with this shot, I'm gonna have to put it on the Anheuser release. We'll do that on the final hole. It's a big open par 4. We can get our max distance over there. Birdie. So if I were to bag this disc, this is the type of shot I would use it for. It's 418 feet, but you have to play around this tree OB. And with this thing not turning whatsoever, I can trust it. So I can hang it out over OB the whole way and have it fight back. Unfortunately, I don't know if I have 418 feet worth of distance. Ah! Nope. Let's see how the Calvin Destroyer does. Oh, get around the limb. Ah, rats. That's a tough hole. Luckily for me, this road actually plays as casual on Thursdays. So here's our birdie putt. Son of a 321 feet just poking out behind those trees. I'm gonna go flex forehand down the middle just to show how stable it is in case you can't already tell. There goes my eBay listing. Too much Anheuser on that one, but you can see it fighting the entire way. Now maybe we do something magical. Nope, on to the island hole. Well, it's supposed to be an island hole, but it's literally all dried up. Simon, if I ace this, please sign it. Maybe. Oh, What a bummer. So before throwing our max distance shot with the time-lapse DD3, Octane, and the Destroyer, I have to make this putt. Nice. And then play this cheeky little downhill par 3 shot, which is just a big, huge hyzer. It's blind off the tee, but you guys can see it. Now we hit this birdie putt. Damn it. Okay, now we're gonna bomb some shots. We're gonna go Octane first, putting all of these on an anhyzer release. Ooh, just held it the whole time. From there, we're gonna go with the Calvin Destroyer. I didn't put that one on enough hyzer, and it was nose up. Okay, DD3 for real this time. And it's gonna fight. Sheesh. Okay, cool. Last but not least, time lapse. Don't screw this up. I do not want to have to go run down there. Have to put this on anhyzer. Kind of. It didn't even try. It basically went anhyzer to flat and then just doosh. Well, the time lapse went shorter than all the other ones. I even took like 16 mulligans trying to get this on the right angle. It's just overstable. Forehand hyzer skip shot around the tree. Let's end it on a banger. Ooh. I think the big tree blocked it. We're parked though. So that's 9 holes with the prototype. I'm excited to see what the stock run flies like. And I guess we'll see then. Peace.